Andre Russell scored 23 runs off the final over, bowled by David Wees, the captain of the St. Lucia Kings, as Trinbago Knight Riders added 50 runs off 21 deliveries to propel themselves to 194 for 4 of their 20 overs in qualifier number 2 of CPL 2025. Hello everyone and welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I appreciate your company and I look forward to our live interaction as we go through the second innings of qualifier number 2 in this year's CPL. The St. Lucia Kings won the toss and asked Trinbago Knight Riders to bat first. Colin Monroe was bowled by Qualifier for 6. Alex Hayes not out 58. Nicholas Puran, who Sheldon Smith said will come good when it matters, made exactly 50 from 32 deliveries, hitting 5 fours and 4 sixes. Kieran Pollard was caught by Wees after bowling of Alzari Joseph for 35. He hit 4 sixes. And Andre Russell was run out after final delivery. In fact, he should not have been run out. But again, there was an hint of low IQ cricket. I think with the high IQ cricket, he would have backed for the second run. He faced only 12 deliveries for his 28 runs, hitting 1 4 and 3 sixes, as he and Alex Hayes, as I said, added exactly 50 runs off the last 21 deliveries, as Kieran Pollard was out after 16.3 overs, with Trinbago Knight Riders 144 for 3 at that time, and in some spot of bother. This match is nicely balanced because I think that par score is just about 190. The Knight Riders have made 194, and I'm telling you, if they hold on and secure a victory tonight, Providence will not be able to hold the crowd on Sunday. We are just about to start the St. Lucia Kings innings. I'll run through their bowling attack as Rossi is going to start. And let's run through it very quickly. Qualifier 3 overs, 1 for 24. Timal Mills bowled 4 overs, none for 31. Ruston Chase 3 overs, 1 for 16. You wonder why again he never bowled out. Alzari Joseph 4 overs, went for 36 runs. He got 1 wicket. David Wees bowled 2 overs for 42. And Samsi bowled 4 overs, none for 36. So that's the scorecard as Russ is just about to bowl to Seifert, the New Zealander, who is the wicket keeper of the Kings. He's over the wicket, bowls to Seifert, beaten outside the arch stump, 2 to Puran, none for none after 1 deliveries. Welcome to everyone once again. And remember to check out our stores in the video descriptions. In these stores, we continue to add items daily. We continue to update the list daily. So if you check it tomorrow, please check it again today. You might just see something that you like today because we continue to update and so. But one thing is certain, we always have some cricket gears in the store. Scroll down and you'll see the cricket gears. Russell bowls to Seifert off the back foot to extra cover, no run. The score remained none for none after 2. So check out our stores in the video description and support the Cricket Forum channel. I really appreciate everyone that is here, and I look forward to an exciting chase by the St. Lucia Kings. So there's a slip, a short third man, a sweep on the cover boundary, extra cover mid-off, extra cover on mid-off. There's a mid-on, there's a mid-wicket, and a short fine leg, and a backward square leg. It's a 5-4 field. Seifert is on strike. Russell bowls to him, pitched up, guide away, past the man at cover down to the sweeper coming off the boundary, sends the return in 1 without loss. The Kings are on their way in this run chase. So please remember to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. And congratulations to all the medalists from the World Championship. And I'm so happy that I was able to motivate someone like Walcott to get a goal for his country. Very, very, very happy about that. I'm very happy that I was able to motivate him. I feel good about that, no doubt. So Russell bowls to Charles, turn this into mid-on, and there is a single. So 1 more to the total. 2 without loss. So it's 2 without loss. That was a leg by, 2 without loss. I was just doing some housekeeping there, something just, you know, sometimes, you know, the technology works. Sometimes things just go awry and you have to sort it out. So Russell, short fine leg and a slip. We see that. Russell over the wicket bowls to Seifert to steer this to cover, and there is no run. So who I want to win this match? You know, I want the Trinbago Knight Riders to win. Why do I want the Trinbago Knight Riders to win? What you say now? How should I put it? Nothing against the St. Lucia Kings. I do not have an issue if the St. Lucia Kings win. Ross over the wicket, down the leg side, clipped away to that man at the square boundary. They will second for 1. Good work by Casey Carty, who sends the return on the bounce to the keeper. 3 without loss after the first over. Tonight is Russell night. You know, he has only gone for 3 runs after that first over. I think this is why I want them to win. Nothing against the St. Lucia Kings, but I think there'll be more energy. There'll be more romance. There'll be more passion if Guyana and Trinidad are in the finals. As I said, it doesn't matter to me who win. However, if St. Lucia Kings win, it's fine with me. I do not have an issue with that. But, you know, I would have listed the reason why I would want Trinidad to win. Can you imagine the vibes and the energy? The people of Guyana would make more money. Caribbean airline will make more money. The hotels will be overflowing in Guyana because a lot of persons, the cruise line that sail between, the ferries that sail between Guyana and Trinidad will make more money. There'll just be a lot of persons. No, Providence cannot hold more than its capacity. I guess the grounds will be full. You will not have any walking space on the ground. The stands will be full. But then persons will still go because they will gather. They will gather in the bars and all those things around Providence, you know. They will be in that big open lot at the stadium and so on. So that's the reason why I want Trinbago Knight Riders to win. I just think that there'll be more energy. There'll be more energy surrounding the finals. And again, I want to say, it's not like there won't be a lot of energy if St. Lucia win. It just will be at another level. Ned Chalver bowls to Seifert to hit this high in the air, down to long on, 1 bounce 4. 7 without loss after 1.2 overs. As Ned Chalver pitched up and Seifert was into the drive, it never came quite right out of the screw, but nonetheless, it bounced away into the long on boundary for 4. It missed the screw. It hit the inner portion of the bat and went down to long on for 4. Bounced away. So, very interesting. So they are packed in there, you know. They are packed in. It looked like a lot of St. Lucia fans are there. I see a few empty seats, but they are packed into the ground. They are packed into the ground and welcome everyone. I know that probably a lot of comments would have passed by, so please forgive me. But it's just the nature of it. Ned Chalver, the left arm seamer over the wicket, bowls to Seifert, who hit this for 6 over long on. That came out of the screw. So 10 of these last 2 deliveries, as the left arm seamer pitched up. I think he's a high T technician in he's a director in a company. He's a middle manager in a company in the United States, a tech company. So he's a high-end professional guy. But he also plays cricket. 13 without loss after 1.3. Seifert is on 12. Charles has only faced 1 delivery, which was a leg by. Is 13 without loss. So Charles is yet to get off the mark. Kervin Duncan, my good friend, welcome, man. Welcome to the show, Patrick Lambert. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm sure Sheldon Smith is here. Gail and Evans, good night. Hafina, good night. I'm just assuming that those guys are here. Ned Chalver, short third man in place. Bowl to Seifert. Turn it to mid-wicket, a singer. It's 14 without loss after 1.4. Also, Gail, and say your analysis is spot on about the final game. Yeah, it will definitely bring more energy. It is like it is like what how should I put it now? Let's take this delivery. Let's finish this over, and by that time I'll come up with something or to put it away to give you an analysis of it. So we are seeing the full field. Yes, this is good. Over the wicket, that Chalva bowls to Charles, turn it to short, fine leg. That man misfield, but they still prevented a singers, 14 without loss. So it's a 6-3 field for Johnson Charles. There's a short fine leg and there's a straight mid-on and there's a man deep on the square leg boundary. There's also a short third man, a sweep on the cover boundary, cover, extra cover mid-off. You know, we're going to watch Net Chalvakar in his final delivery of his first over. I have conceded 11 thus far. Over the wicket, bowls to Charles, steered it to backward point, and there is no run. End of the over. 14 without loss after 2. Some time ago, probably 10, 15, maybe 20 years ago, a good while ago, I heard a journalist, was it a journalist or was it an analyst on mainstream media? You know, those days, mainstream media dominate the thing. Their views were what you call it now, influence the view of society. You have them and they dominate the thing. And I heard the person say that the United States doesn't take track and field seriously. And I said, oh my God. If the US doesn't take track and field seriously, the world must be very happy that they don't. Because although they don't take it seriously, they are always at the top of the table at the World Championship. One more to the total. But it is not that the US doesn't take track and field seriously, you know. It is also that they take NFL football seriously. They take baseball seriously. They take other sports seriously, but it's not every sport can be a top. They take basketball seriously. It is the same way that Russell bowls to Charles, who hit it down the ground, beat Pollard at mid-on into the boundary for 4, 19 without loss. It's the same way India take cricket seriously. Australia takes cricket seriously. England takes cricket seriously. But it's only one of them can be at the top. So although track and field is not the top sport in the USA, that is not enough reason to say that they don't take it seriously. You know? So I thought that that journalist was speaking foolishly. Russell bowls to Charles. Charles played to mid-on, no run, 19 without loss. So it's the same way now in the finals. It is not that if St. Lucia reach the finals, there won't be a vibes. It's not like there won't be some energy. It's not like there won't be a rivalry. It is just that the rivalry between Trinidad and Guyana, when it comes to cricket, it's on a next level. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Mr. Brown, 4 weeks ago, I told you Civil will win the 100-meter goal. Boy, I am good. Kervin Duncan over the wicket. Comes Andre Russell, bowls to Charles. Charles played it back down the outside of the pitch to the bowler. 19 without loss. So I don't know Kervin Duncan because if you had said that, you and I weren't saying anything different, because you remember when I said it here and Michael Douglas, our good friend, he lists a long list of things. He used up all 200 characters that he could use in his post. Over the wicket comes Russell, ball to Charles on the left side, stroke it down to long on for a single 20 without loss after 2.5 overs. And he lists a long list of things why Thompson was going to beat Civil. Yes, Michael Douglas. And he spoke with so much authority. You get the feeling that he was quoting the Bible when he was speaking. And I told him that Civil was going to win. Where is he? Where is he? Where is Michael Douglas? So, I don't call that name though, no Curvin Duncan. I don't call that man name. Russell Bolster, Seifert plays this away through the gap. Good work there by the fielder at mid-off, who moves smoothly to his left, picked up 21 without loss after 3. Seifert and 15, Charles and 5. So, good night, Carlton. Your analysis is spot on about the final game. Thank you very much, Galen Evans. Christopher Bristol is a big up yourself every day. Big up Christopher Bristol. And Christopher Bristol is a Guyanese living in Canada. You know, Christopher Bristol is a die-hearted fan of King Etmire. So when we are talking about Etmire, Christopher Bristol said King Etmire. And you know, those things are nice. He's his favorite player. Nothing wrong with that. Why that lady look like she's want to cry? It's like she's worried. So the Guyana fans, who the Guyana fans are supporting? Who do you think the Guyana fans are supporting? Trinidad or St. Lucia Kings? Maybe we should do a poll. Maybe we should do a poll. Who the Guyana fans are supporting? Let's get the poll going. Over the wicket, net Trevor Bowles, full toss, it on the bounce to mid-off by Seifert. There's no run. 21 without loss after 3.1. Who are the Guyana fans supporting? Let's do a poll on that one. So there's a long on in place, a short fine leg, and a wide-ish mid-on. Then there is mid-off, extra cover, short third man backward point, and a sweep. So there's a man square on the onside, and then there's a long on. It's a 5-4 field. So nobody deep on the offside. Neck travel over the wicket, balls to Seifert, who pulled away, down back with a square leg. The fielder cannot get around 4 runs, 25 without loss after 3.2. Yes, so I just want to write up this poll. The pace bowler is bowling, so I can write in between. Who are the GAW fans supporting? Net Chalva to Seifert. He's over the wicket. The left arm seamer from the USA. Ball to Seifert, who pulled down to mid wicket for 4 more. 29 without loss after 3.3. Seifert taking a liking to the bowling of Net Chalva. Who are the Guyana fans supporting? I have a feeling they're supporting the St. Lucia Kings. I think they think that it is easier to beat the St. Lucia Kings than the Trinbago Knight Riders. I think so. TKR. So there's your poll. Who do you think they're supporting? Nick Chalvakar is over the wicket to bowl to Seifert. He's in balls to the New Zealand. Scoop it away down to fine leg for 4. For a moment there, I thought he missed it, but he scooped it. It came right out of the middle after about 3 consecutive 4s. The score goes up to 33 without loss after 3.4. So the St. Lucia Kings is on the charge here. This match is far from over. It will be a very, very interesting match. So there is your poll. It's going to be very interesting to see who the fans think that the Guyana Amazon Warriors fans are supporting. Right now it's 50-50, but the votes are just a few. Remember to slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. Click that thumbs up button and click on the subscribe button. 33 without loss after 3.4. Net Trinbago is over the wicket. The Indian-born US representative bowled to the New Zealander. Full toss driven down the ground 4 more. 4 consecutive 4, 37 without loss. Seifert is on 31. Charles is on 5. It's a strong start here by St. Lucia Kings. Still a far way to go in this match. Sheldon Smith is saying, interesting that TKR is bowling pace up front. Okay, let's hear your views, Sheldon, why you think it is interesting. Charles doesn't look second, soon gone, said Kervin Duncan. All right, I hear you. Cricket Forum today, St. Kitts Independence. Congratulations to the people of St. Kitts. It looks like a large number of them are in the ground tonight. So congratulations, big up to the people of St. Kitts. Well, over the wicket, balls to Seifert, turn away into the onside. They second for 1, 38 without loss at the end of 4. So then, Jamor Small, you know, put a look a spanner in the wheel. So I have to now change who I want to win this match. Yeah, because what they said, babes, I have to change it. It's St. Lucia. It's St. Lucia Kings Independence Day. So I would want them to win. So I no longer want TKR to win. I want St. Lucia Kings to win this match. It's their Independence Day. What a good gift they will get. So I want them to win. So sorry, TKR. I changed my mind. I know the energy that will be there on Sunday if you win. But being it that it is St. Lucia Kings Independence Day, I keep on wanting to say birthday. You could probably call it that, you know. Narayan over the wicket, bowls to Seifert, taken on the pad as he looked to turn it into the onside, 38 without loss after 4.1. So I really want them to win. So just looking at the field, well, it's gone off the screen. Let's watch Narayan. Let's see if he's bowling tonight or he's letting go. Let's see. Down the pitch, swing misses, taken on the pad, luckily. If that had passed him, it would have been surely a stumping chance. I would love to see the replay. If it was poor on pad or it was Seifert pad, he's down the pitch, he swings. Wow, he's lucky off the pad and misses the leg stump by a whisker. Poor and failed to call it, but the diversion was again to always hard. Narayan bowls to Seifert. He looks to reverse sweep, and then Seifert just have to dab it down to short fine leg where that man field. 38 without loss. The reverse sweep is coming out from Charles now. Yes. Guyana rather face St. Lucia. They thinks it's easier, said Jamor Small. Jamie Smith, how about Nevis? Bowls to Charles. Charles turn it to long on for a singer. Small, how about Nevis? Oh, yes, he's from Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis. Yes, Jamor Small lives in St. Kitts. Oh, St. Kitts and Nevis Independence, not St. Lucia. Okay, all right. So I want TKR to win. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you. Narayan bowls to Seifert. He plays it to Monroe at mid-on. Again, there is no run. 33. He hits 40 without loss after 4.5. So I get that wrong. Congratulations and happy independence to you, my friend Jamor Small, who's from St. Kitts. Off the back foot goes Seifert, cannot beat mid-on. End of the over, 40 without loss after 5. So congratulations on your Independence Day, Jamor Smalls. You know, they play a lot of cricket in St. Kitts, you know. I need to go down there to stream some of those cricket and bring it to a wider audience. You know, but I know that they will stream cricket in St. Kitts, St. Lucia, and so on, and YouTube and so on. And these cricket are streamed. But the thing is that the Cricket Forum is really the biggest audience streaming cricket in the West Indies. That's a fact. Apart from Cricket West Indies, when we talk about cricket we don't really YouTube channel. We don't talk about Cricket West Indies. They are the big boy. We're talking about independent YouTube channel. I see TVJ streaming a cricket match, and I'm streaming the same cricket match. Who you think got more views on YouTube? The Cricket Forum. Hussein comes into the attack, bowls to Charles, steer half the outer portion of the bat to third man, and there's no run. 40 without loss after 5.1. Yeah, so some of those organizing committee who are playing cricket need to contact. I'm putting it out there that I'm open for do some business and stream some cricket from anywhere in the Caribbean. I'm open to that business. Narayan bowls to Charles. I told you the reverse sweep is going to come out and hit it. One bounce 4 down to deep mid wicket. You could say over cover. As he reverse sweep, it now becomes deep mid wicket. But standing in his regular batting position, it would have been over extra cover. So 44 without loss. So I'm open for business all over the Caribbean. If you have a cricket tournament going on and, you want the widest audience possible. Second to CWI, the Cricket Forum is the place. Bowls to Charles, York, dugged out to the man at the edge of the circuit, extra cover, 44 without loss. As well done, Charles, Well done by both Charles and Hussein there. Because Hussein thought that Charles was going to reverse sweep again, but Charles knew that Hussein was thinking that way. So he never even shaped to do it. Hussein, left arm orthodox, bowls to Charles, who gave himself room, cannot beat Pollard at extra cover 44 without loss after 5.4. What you don't agree with me with Patrick Lambert? Patrick Lambert said, I don't agree with you, Mr. Brown, because there are lots of Guyanese are living in St. Lucia, likewise St. Lucia in Guyana. So what? York again dubbed out to the man at cover this time. There's no run. 44 without loss after 5.5 overs. So what is it that you don't agree with me? What did I say that differs, Patrick Lambert? Please let me know so that we can prolong the conversation. It would be interesting to know. 44 without loss. One delivery to come in the power play is Akil Hussain, the left-arm orthodox spinner, who will be captaining the West Indies team to Nepal. Bowls to Charles, down on one knee, cannot beat backward square leg. 44 without loss at the end of the power play. Oh, Kim Collins is from St. Kitts and Nevis. Yes, I remember. Yes, I think he won the World Championship in where? 1993 or something like that. When did he win it? Nonetheless, I know that he was trained in Jamaica by Glenn Mills. It's interesting, I was looking at the list. I was looking at the list of all the 100 meters champion in the World Championship. And there's two things that struck me. Everyone that won the World Championship, 100 meters, they are either from the United States or were born in Jamaica or trained in Jamaica. For the male, I'm talking. Yeah. They were either born here, trained here, or from the USA. Also, Patrick Lambert is saying that the crowd must be supporting St. Lucia in his opinion. So let's see what the poll said. Because again, Patrick, it's a good thing in these polls, you only have one vote, one person. Narayan bowls to Seifert, plays it out into the covers. Wide of the man at mid-off, they go through for a singer. 45 without loss after 6.1. Yeah, so 64% of the fans, 68% of the fans believe that they are supporting the St. Lucia Kings. But you still don't tell me what you disagree with, what you disagree about what I said. You still haven't told me. Narayan bowls to Charles deep in his crease, played it down to deep mid-wicket for a singer. 50-46 now without loss. The misfield, So Darren Bravo there prowling prowling the outer ring. Sheldon, do you agree with Darren Bravo? Sheldon Smith, do you agree with Darren Bravo prowling around the circle like that? Down the leg side, swept away, misses. Will a wide signal? Let's see. No wide signal. 46 without loss after 6.3. Tell me, Sheldon Smith, do you agree with Darren Bravo just prowling around like that? 2003, yeah, I was 10 years early. Narayan bowls to Seifert, who cuts this away wide of the field on the extra cover and the sweeper boundary, who comes around, picks up, but not before the batsman came back for 248 now without loss at the end of 6.4. Seifert is on 36, Charles is on 11. Yes. Is umpire Lambert a Trini? No. Bassarat is a Trinidadian umpire. By the way, as you spoke about umpires, once again, Jacqueline Williams. I saw Jacqueline Williams' name there. I think there was another West Indian name there. I think there are two West Indian ladies that were selected to be part of the Women World Cup, 50 over World Cup, starting September 30th. The West Indies will not be there, but Aileen Matthews has a role to play. She has been awarded a contract to be one of those persons who, who promote the tournament. So congratulations to Aileen Matthews. I think the lady name is Candice or something like that. Yes, so there are two West Indians that have been named in the panel. Two West Indians have been named on the panel. The list came out sometime earlier this week. I think I saw it one morning. Narayan bowls to Charles, who turned this through mid-wicket, and they will go for one. They will stay on one. That's the 50. 50 at the end of over number 7. So 50 at the end of over number 7. Something like Candace, something like that she named. But she, along with Jacqueline Williams, have been appointed umpires for the women 50 over tournament. And I don't talk about it because every time we talk about it, I feel hurt because we never reached it. You realize that after Shane Diaz starts to implement some of the things that I did, we start winning women game. Because that series against South Africa, he implemented 6 things that I was talking about. 6 things in the series against South Africa. And we won the series 6. I remember at the time I listed 6 things that I was always calling for. He implemented them against South Africa. We won the series. Why you never implement them earlier? We don't know. Charles swings and misses at Akil Hussain. 50 without loss after 7.1. Good night, Sherwin. And Never Isaac said, Sammy is the undisputed champion of coaching in the Caribbean. Thank you for your opinion. Once you make after the ball is delivered, it is fine. Once you move after the ball is delivered, it is fine. What is he talking about now? What is Sheldon talking about? Sammy was sending down messages and was by the boundary too long. Oh, there was some. Now, what I'm asking Sheldon, if he agrees with Bravo prowling around the boundary like an owl. So that's what I was asking Sheldon Smith. So Seifert there just been put off by persons behind the bowler's arm. Akil Hussain, 1.2 overs, none for 5. We are in over number 8, 51 without loss. Seifert is on 37 from 26. Hussain round the wicket, bowls to Seifert, who gave himself room. Hussain followed him, and he steered it down to the man coming off the sweeper boundary. 38 is his now from 27, Charles, and 13 from 18 comes into strike. 52 without loss. Charles need to get out batting too slow, said Kervin Duncan. I want Uncle Sammy to be back-to-back champion, said Kervin Duncan. Oh, he's your nephew. Oh, is your uncle. Round the wicket, comes in, bowls to Charles. Charles turned this away through mid-wicket for a single. It's 53 without loss after 7.4. Charles is on 14, Seifert on 38. So Sherwin is saying, Mr. Brown, I can't get over Shayub still getting selected to play Test cricket. India will bowl all short balls to him. Hussein bowls to Seifert high in the air. Chance here at deep mid-wicket. Definite chance. It always dropped. It's dropped by that young man who took the brilliant catch. What is his name again? McKinley Clark. It's the second time I'm seeing him dropping an easy catch. I think he got too far under that ball. He got too far under it. He probably got about 6 inches too much in. Oh, and he tried to take it the wrong place. He's lucky, you know. That's a very, very lucky boy. The catch that dropped was the least of his problem there just now. 55 without loss at the end of over number 8. Seifert on 39. Charles on 15. He is a very, very lucky boy just now. And the coach need to look back at that replay and teach him, tell him. Because the catch that dropped just now was the least of his problem. He misjudged it and he was too deep under it. And he was taking it right here. Right here he was taking it, you know, right here. Fortunately for him, when the ball burst out, it got behind. Just imagine if it had burst through. And it could have done serious damage to his face, his eyes, his dentures. What he needed to do was not to take it here. But as the ball coming down, he was to shift his head and took it here. Or shift this way and took it here. You know? Well, again, they say I must give out coach. Look at that. Wrong play. You see what I'm talking about? You saw it? He's a very, very lucky boy. He needs to come, look at it, and just at the point of impact, he do this. So it's two action. As the ball hit the hand, as the ball about to hit the hand, you do this and you come with the cushion. So it's coming, you set up, and you're watching it, bang, or bang. That's the technique. So yes, Candace Laborde. Thank you very much, Banana Brooks. Yes, that's the other name. I remember the Candace, but I never remember the surname. Candace Laborde, yes. Sheldon said TKR is in the final. This is easy. 57 without loss after 8.2. Jamor Small said, don't beat up yourself, young man. I think you're referring to McKinley Clark. I realize that this is the second easy catch he's dropping. And at the same time, I saw him took 2 brilliant catches. So apparently he can't take easy catches. Maybe that's his thing. Pollard bowls to Charles, and Charles swings this away down to deep mid-wicket. Straight to the fielder nonetheless. It's 58 without loss after 8.3. The Kings need to get going. I went to the last game, Guyana versus St. Lucia. There's a serious problem that the authorities need to fix concerning sales of tickets. Wayne Grudge. So Wayne Grudge, what I encourage you to do, well, I don't know. Tell us the problem, because I was, yeah, you said that. I was assuming what the problem is, but it's not much. So tell us what's the problem. As Pollard taking pace off the ball, that cuts into the offside by Seifert, 59 without loss. So tell us what the problem is before I can see if I can address it. Sheldon said, anything less than 16 runs off Pollard over is uncivilized. I don't understand the uncivilized part of it, but I probably get the understanding. I probably get the understanding that you mean that Pollard ball should travel. Pollard to Charles, reverse sweep to backward point, no run, 59 without loss after 8.5. Seifert is on 41, Charles on 17. I agree that there'll be more energy, excitement, and sales if the final is between TKR and Guyana. Thank you, Patrick Lambert. Big up yourself. 59 without loss. Pollard taking a lot of pace off the ball. They need to get going here now. Pollard bowls to Charles. Short, cut away. The fielder short, third man run back and took the catch. So that man took a catch. Finally, Charles goes for 17. 59 for 1 at the end of over number 9 as Charles goes for 17. Seifert is on 41. So they've got the breakthrough, 59 for 1. How you doing, TV and cricket power play? My good friend Elton, big up yourself, man. Happy to have you here, man. You said those advice are very expensive. Yes, yeah, they keep on saying I must stop giving coaching tip, but sometimes I don't remember and I end up giving it. But yeah, that's the nature of it. Yes, big up my friend Elton. Big up your wife Christina. I guess she's a very, very happy lady. She's from Guyana. She's a Guyanese and she's passionate about the cricket like most Guyanese. Very, very passionate, and she was happy. She was very, very happy on Wednesday night. And I know she's looking forward to the finals. So big up my friend Elton. And I always tell you that TV and cricket power play and TV and Studio 4, if you have an event going on in the Florida area, New York, Atlanta, anywhere there, you know, TV and Studio or TV and cricket power play is the place to contact for your live streaming. You know, and as I said, if you have an event, once you contact TVN, when you contact my good friend Elton, you don't need any PA system, you know, because not only will he stream the event, but he will supply his PA system. So check out TV and cricket power play over there in Florida. One more to the total, 60 for 1, as Pollard showing that he has Charles in his pocket. You know, as I said, I have this young man in my pocket, 60 for 1 after 9.1. So Tim David is the man who come to the crease, and he can win this match in the next 135 if Tim David bat. Well, if, I must not say if, you know. So here is Hussein now. He's into Tim David. He's in, bowls to Tim David. Tim David, oh, that curve past the bat. Curve past the bat. So Wayne Grudge is saying, some of the wealthy people are buying out the tickets and reselling them for more than double the price outside the stadium. Oh, okay, Wayne Grudge, I got you. But I must tell you that, Wayne Grudge, this is a practice that goes on all over the world. It goes on. It's a legitimate business, and it goes on all over the world. It even happen online. Like, there are a number of sites online that does this. So it's a legitimate business. It goes on all over the world. All over the world, Wayne Grudge. It's a legitimate business. It's just buying and selling. It's supply and demand. It's a legitimate business. So it's best for you to buy your ticket online, and so you don't have to buy your ticket early and don't pay that exorbitant price. But it's a legitimate business, and you'll be surprised to know the prices that tickets can go up to. And I think I heard that in the India-Pakistan match in New York, that tickets were going as far as $25,000. A single ticket was going for $25,000 on the resale market. So reselling ticket is a legitimate business, Wayne Grudge. So they're not doing anything illegal. I'm trying to think of some sites online that sells that resell tickets, that you can actually buy some tickets and put it on these sites and charge your price, and they will resell it, you know. via no one started a Viago or something like that. So there are a number of sites. So it's a legitimate business, Wayne Grudge. Just trying to think of some of those sites that does it. 60 for one after 9.3. 60 for one. As Hussein, there's a slipped in place. Hussein comes in, bowls to Tim David, who plays it out into the covers, and they get a single. One more, 61 for one now. 61 for one. Try. Can somebody tell me there are two popular sites. There are two popular sites that does it. They're just not coming to mind right now. And no one started a V like something like Viago or something like that. Yes. Hussein bowls to Seifert, who plays it back down the half side of the pitch to him and field, and there is no run. And if Bobby Brown is listening to us, Bobby Brown would have known these sites, you know. But Akil was saying the slip is out. He's round the wicket. He bowls to Seifert, and Seifert covers up, steered it to backward point, no run. End of over number 10, the drinks break. 61 for one, Seifert and 42. Tim David is on one. They need a further 135 runs to win from 10 overs. That's 13.5 runs per over. I guess if a dunce like me can work out that run rate. 13.5. So then you really need to get going. Really need to get going now if they want to have any chance of winning this match. Any chance of winning this match, they need to get going. But if they don't, it's going to be interesting to see what happens after they come back from the drinks break, because they really need to get going, as I said. Really need to. So let me check the poll to see how the poll is going. So 61% want the St. Lucia Kings to win. Think that 61% of the Guyana Amazon Warriors fans want the St. Lucia Kings to win. Yes, Teresa and Shirley. It's a long time I haven't seen both of them. Yes. Kervin Duncan is saying that Tim David will decide the match either way. That is true. Once Tim David is batting, once Tim David is not out, then TKR is not safe. I just can't wait. I just wish that man did not have to bowl. I'm in Florida, but CW is looking for a new coach. I believe it had opportunity for you. I think one of the things, though, that always disqualify me, as though I'm equally qualified as Sammy, because Sammy has a level 2, I have a level 2. But what happened now, Sammy played international cricket and I did not play, so that ruled me out. I think for you to be a coach of the West Indies, in their when they advertised for the last coach, they did say that you have to play international cricket, or no, you have to play. They do it in tier. If you don't play international cricket, I think you have to play at least 20 matches for your region, for your regional team, and you have to have a level 3. That's what so the advertisement said level 3, yet still a man with a level 2 was given the job. But they won't give it to me because I've never played for Jamaica. Yeah. Peter Talbot, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it very much. Those kind compliments always inspired me and let me try my best, So thank you very much, Peter Talbot, who said, great show. Thank you, man. That sounds nice. One love. I'm watching these polls. I wonder why so much people want TKR to lose. Lol. Yeah. I don't know, but I don't know, but there are persons, Peter Talbot, and in this community, because you know it's a wonderful community, and persons are entitled to their opinion. And there are persons who are here who watch the CPL. Persons like Michael Douglas would say that I watch the CPL for Guyana and TKR to lose. So I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know what is going to happen if TKR and Guyana is in the finals. It will be lovely to see Michael Douglas, but Michael Douglas is hiding, you know, because he got a lot wrong in the World Championship. So we are not seeing him. He's hiding. And I was speaking to him earlier today, and I asked him to do something for me. I wonder if he had messaged me or he had given me an answer. So although we were speaking earlier today, Michael Douglas is hiding because he gets a lot of things wrong in the prediction in the World Championship, especially the big one, Seville beating Thompson. It's that man who is in there who is that man. So it's 63-1 after 10.2. So Tim David is on 2, Seifert is on 43. And I agree, Tim David is going to decide this match one way or the other. No total is safe once Tim David is at the crease. David cuts, misses, the ball goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remains at 63-1. Gully Side said St. Lucia Kings will win. Well, I wish you all the luck, Gully Slide. I for your sake, I hope they do win. 63-1. And Tim David hit this over deep mid-wicket for 6. The score goes up to 69-1. Tim David moves up to 8. Seifert is on 43. Hit that for 6 runs. Bharat D said that's because no one likes TKR. I'm not quite so sure that no one really. So that gentleman dropped the catch. Who is that? Flemings? Is that Flemings? Here is, so I'm going to tell you the field. So there's a slip in place, a short third man, an extra cover, and a straight middle man. Those are the 4 fielders within the circle. A slip, a backward point, a short third man. Tim David plays this one down to the man at extra cover, who is Andre Russell. So there's a long off, there's a long on. Who is captain this side? And David cuts this away down to backward point for another singer. The fielder is on the boundary. 1 more to the total, 71-1 at the end of 11. Seifert is on 43 and David is on 9. Who is captain in TKR, Sheldon? Because I realize that there's another coach on the boundary giving instruction to Pollard. And I think that is Pooran that's been the toss. But it appears to me that Pooran is making more decision out there. That Pollard is making more decision out there than Pooran. And I saw coaches walking around the boundaries. Who saw the other night with a earpiece in their ears? You remember that we saw somebody with a earpiece in their ears? Which one of the captain that we saw? Sheldon is asking Kervin Duncan a question. What he said, I wonder if he ever hear about a fellow named Phil Simmons. I don't know what that quite means. Guyana is going to be I think you said, I think you want to say the winner. Because let me assume that you want to say the winner, because a number of times I assume things and persons say that's not what they want, that they are saying. But I think in this case, I'm almost certain that you wanted to say Guyana is going to be the winner and not the winner. Slip in place as Akil Hussein bowls to Tim David, who plays it down the outside of the pitch, looking for a single, but good work by the bowler who prevented it. 70-1 after 11.1. Akil Hussein in his final overs. 3 overs, 3.1 overs, none for 11. This is magical. He will be the West Indies captain on the team tour. to Nepal for those 3 matches. Maya said that he doesn't want to go to Nepal to play against them. It's a waste of his time. He prefers to stay home with his wonderful wife and family. Round the wicket come Hussain, balls to Tim David, who cut this away straight to the fielder on the cover boundary. 1 more to the total. That's Casey Carty, 71 for 1. He will also be on the plane to Nepal. Robert Millington said that we don't like Pollard and Narain. Jamor Small said, I wish St. Lucia could win, but Trinidad have the wheel in their hands right now. Oh, Sheldon, they said TKR is run by a committee. How do they reach a consensus? That must be tedious. He looks to reverse sweep and misses. 71 for 1. Ball going down the leg side. The arm ball comes in from Hussain. 43. Seifert remains. David has on 10. 71 for 1 after 11.3. How do they reach a consensus, Sheldon, when it's a committee? Seifert seconds as left-arm orthodox spinner Hussain comes in, balls to Seifert, who gives himself room and hit it away over the top, over backward point. The fielder comes off the cover boundary, has to move to his left. That's Casey Carty, sends the return on the bounce to Nicholas Spoor, and Seifert moves up to 45. He got 2 there, 10 for David, 73 for 1 after 11.4. GA Durbert, Guyana Amazon Warriors, TKR, toe of Bass team. Let's watch Akil Hussain. Comes in now, bowls to Seifert, and Seifert pulls down in the gap between deep mid wicket and long on for 4. And that's a boundary in the first one for a very long time. 49 is of 37 deliveries. 10 from 10 is Tim David. 77 for 1. 77 for 1. Are you trying to say that Guyana Amazon Warriors and Trinbago Knight Riders, 2 of the best team? Well, I think that's what you're saying. 1 to come in over number 12. Akil Hussain conceded 2 boundaries in this overs. Let's see. Round the wicket he comes. Balls to Seifert to reverse sweep. It gone a long way. 1 bounce 4. So standing as a right-hander, you would call it the backward point. It had gone into the backward point boundary, but the reverse sweep would be backward square leg. So you may interpret it whichever way you prefer. He moves up to 53 though. So he brought up his half century. 53 is his. Tim David is on 10. It's the end of over number 12. I'll tell you the score after the break when it comes back. Please remember to check out the Cricket Forum link in the video description. Check out our stores. Check out our Nike store, our Samsung store, and the Cricket Forum store. I remind you that we keep on updating the store from day to day, always adding new items as we look for deals for you, the deals that you can get, newly released items and so forth. You know, what is trending and all of those things. So on a daily basis, we update the store. So check out our links in the video description and support the Cricket Forum store. Kervin Duncan is saying that Etmire is a joker. Well, you know. So Tim David plays this one back down the pitch. The score is 81 for 1. Sunday night is going to be all chicken curry, said Bharat D. It's wait to see. Maybe the chicken will be curried. We'll have curry chicken. So there's an issue there with the fielder that is straight behind the bowler. And Tim David is having an issue with it. Short third man, backward point, cover, extra cover, long off. And he cuts it away down to the cover boundary for 4. 85 now for 1. He moves up to 14. 85 for 1. So my is a joker, said Kervin Duncan. Well, for me, it is such man who is the bad apple that taints TKR team. Absolutely, Banana Brooks, such man, you know? Yeah. So let's see now. It's 85 for 1. Tim David is on 4. After back foot goes Tim David and he plays it down to long off for another singer. It's now 86 for 1. Yeah, Banana Brooks, you know, how you doing? And Banana Brooks, our store, we are now selling our stores. If you're in Canada or in the UK, you can shop on the Cricket Forum store. So you can click the link in the video description and support us. Seifert hit this away down to deep with wicket for 4. The score goes up to 90 for 1 after 12.4 overs. Seifert move up to 57. Tim David is on 15. 12.4 overs have been bowled. Yes, so the Cricket Forum. So we are presently, you can buy from the Cricket Forum store in 3 countries: Canada, the UK, and the USA. And Tim David played this to third man and he's out. Short third man. It's 90 for 2. He gone for 15 off 13 deliveries. And he's not happy at all. He's not happy. They were thinking to make you the West Indies coach until they heard you are arguing with me when I said too much T20 cricket spoil test batsmen. So they called me instead, but I was busy watching this show. Leroy George said, they were thinking to make you the West Indies coach until they heard you are arguing with me when I said too much T20 cricket spoils test batsmen. So they called me instead, but I was busy watching this show. Okay, Leroy George, big up yourself. Enough love, one love. Good to have you here. Always have some very interesting conversation with Leroy George, you know. Banana Brooks said, yes, I brought some of the T-shirts. Thank you, Banana Brooks. I appreciate it, man. Have they been delivered yet? Thank you, Banana Brooks. I appreciate it, man. One love. One love, man. Respect, respect. I appreciate that very much. And I want to big up all those persons who have been supporting the channel and have been purchasing things, items from the Cricket Forum store, and also our Nike store and our Samsung store, among the other stores in the video description. Just check them out, you know. We always, as I said, adding new items to our store each day, looking for bestsellers, looking for sales, discounted items, and so on. Akeem Agusti holds out to long on. Russell took the catch, 1 ball for Akeem Agusti. 90 for 3, St. Lucia Kings falling apart. Oh, yes, so I saw Panther made a post, but I think it's gone. Banana Brooks said, yes, delivery was prompt. Okay, thank you very much. That's good. That's good. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, and I know that Kervin Duncan have the same experience. So when you say those things, Banana Brooks, and I know Kervin Duncan, he too had the same experience. Delivery was prompt and he got the item quickly. You know, that will now bring confidence to other persons watching the show, that when they check out the links in the video description and buy things from our stores listed there, delivery is prompt and they get their items. Because there's a lot of things in the store there, you know, fashion, clothing, shoes, cricket gears, you know, cricket shoes, cricket pants, cricket shirt, pads, tie pads, you know, gadgets like tablets and so on, and, you know, laptops, all of those things is is in the store. Scroll right through, man, and get some items to buy. 105 to win from 42 balls. Too steep, said Jamor Small. It appears that way, you know. Brian Arindel said, good to see Sammy team doing well. You know, as he said that, you know, but I think that St. Lucia Kings is the best team on paper in the tournament. When you look at the St. Lucia Kings squad, it's the best squad on paper in the tournament. And if this squad doesn't win, it's clear that, you know, you have to blame the coach. When you look at this St. Lucia Kings squad, it's the best squad on paper. So if they don't win, you have to blame the coach. The coach cannot get away from it. St. Lucia Kings should win this tournament easily. You know? And it could be that Bravo is out coaching Sammy at this stage. Is he? Played away down towards the cover boundary for a single. So let's see. TKR qualified early and was just practicing while others are taking it serious. Sheldon, Sunday night is coming, you know, man. Sunday night is coming. Marcus Johnson is saying, Johnson Charles is a waste of time. The Spice Man is better, said Marcus Johnson. Russell over the wicket, bowls to Chase. Yorker dugged out 91 for 3 after 13.2. Chase yet to get off the mark. Tim David. I thought it was Seifert that got. I thought it was David that got out. It was Seifert. 104 needed from 40 deliveries. I say you laugh when you hear the man is a joke, but you will not be laughing on Sunday. Real talk. I wish I know what he means. I wish I know what he means. Chase turned this away down to mid-wicket. He was looking to go find her, but I think it came off the outer portion of the bat, the top portion of the bat, the top edge, and goes down towards mid-wicket for a single. Leading edge, you called it. One more to the total. I wish I know what Panther 5-9 mean. You know, Panther 5, I wish I know what he means, and I'll not try to understand what he means, but I won't try to understand what he means. I told you since the CPL start that Coach Sammy cannot match up with Pollard and DJ Bravo. Bowls to Tim David, that's Andre Russell, and it powerfully down to the cover boundary for 4. Despite the dive of McKinley Clark, David moves up to 20. Chases and 1. The score goes up to 96 for 3 after 13.4. Russell pitched up David into the drive powerfully, down to the cover boundary for 4, as McKinley Clark has to move about 20 meters to his right. He dived, but he could not get there. Sorry, to his left. Tim David is on 20, 96 for 3. Kervin Duncan said Sammy using too much algorithm. But did he use algorithm to put over the wicket? Balls to Tim Duncan will slap this. Slap. Down to long off for a single. 97 for 3. He's moved up to 21. Chase and 1 comes into strike. Did he use any algorithm to pick the West Indies test squad? Because seriously now, when was the decision made to pick Tej Narayan Chandapal? And I asked that question because Tej Narayan Chandapal is in the United States playing T20 cricket. And yeah, and I think he's scoring at what? 120? His strike rate has been 120. Steered away down towards backward point, straight to the fielder. 1 more to the total, 93 for 8, 98 for 3 at the end of 14. So when is that decision, you know? And saying that he's not scratching his age. His strike rate is just 120 and he's not scratching his age. But my thing is that if you have decided to pick Chandapal, and remember that his father is a part of the advisory committee. So if you decide to pick Tej Narayan, why was he playing T20, minor league, T20 cricket? How is he playing minor league? How is playing minor league T20 cricket on a Saturday and a Sunday prepare you for a test series in India? So my thing is that if they had decided to pick him, he should have been pulled out of minor league cricket a month ago and start that red ball preparation. That's my thought on it. I would not have picked him though. Turn away down to long on by Chase for a single, 99 for 3 after 14.1. Narayan is back into the attack. So Narayan is back into the attack. Sunday night is going to be all chicken curry. Said, I think Barrett D was the one who is saying that, and Jamur Small is saying that. Sunday, we're going to end this rivalry. Whoever wins, that's the name for the curry. All right, Jamur Small. Narayan over the wicket. Bowls to Tim David, who's deep in his crease, turn it into the onside. They're gone for one, but Pooran gave chase. They look for the second, not on. As the fielder comes into the stump and there to receive the ball from Pooran. 100 for 3 after 14.2. 100 for 3. Tim David is on 22. Chase is on 3. Chase will take strike from Sunil Narayan. Good night. Good night to you, man. Respect. That's Sherma Ellis. How you doing? Welcome, man. Your boy, Maya, is star still. Swing and a miss by Chase, taken on the body. Pooran comes from behind the stump, picks up 100 for 3 after 14.3. I do hope Charles is not selected for the upcoming series. Now, I could, so let me, I think I should run the squad. So this is the West Indies squad for Nepal. There's this West Indies squad for Nepal scrolling along the bottom of the screen there. It's 101 for 3 after 14.4. So they're scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's the West Indies squad for Nepal. Sammy could try AI to pick his team, said Brian Arindel. Chase hit Narayan over deep mid-wicket for 6. The score goes up to 107 for 3. Sorry, it's not Chase, it's Tim David. He moves up to 28, 107 for 3 after 14.5 overs. I missed when Chase came off strike, so I apologize there. Sheldon Smith is saying St. Lucia Kings are going along at 7 runs and over. Long may it continue. TKR pressure. Narayan bowls wide to Chase, 108 for 3. The score is on 4. Tim David is on 28. 108 for 3. Final delivery of over number 15. Tim David is batting. Narayan comes in now, bowls to David, and David cuts. He's out, caught behind. So the white ball done the trick. So that extra ball as Tim David rock backs and cut bottom edge. Pooran held on, 108 for 4 at the end of 15 overs. So Narayan, off the back foot, he cuts, got the edge. Good catch by Pooran. Brilliant. That's a good catch by Nicholas Pooran, you know. Very, very good catch. 108 for 4 at the end of 15. There will be no more chicken left in Guyana after Sunday, said Barrett. Yeah. Okay. Said Barrett D. What will happen, Barrett D? Big up yourself, Marcus Johnson. It's my pleasure, man. I really like doing those things. I really like bringing the information. You know, that's why I talk about the 2 female umpires, Candace and Jacqueline from the West Indies, who are umpiring in the Women 50 over World Cup starting September 30th in India. Also that Ailey Matthews will be there doing some promotion with the ICC. So it's good to see Ailey Matthews getting some work, getting some more money, because you always want persons to make as much money as possible. These are the 2 guys that won the CPL last year for the St. Lucia Kings, Ruston Chase and Jones. Yes. I had St. Lucia to win the tournament or come close, but St. Lucia ain't clicking at all. Yeah, yes, said Jamor Sumal. They ain't kick. It's not on the coach because it's such a good squad. It's the best squad in the tournament. It's the best squad in the tournament. Chase loses his bat as he looks to swing. Did not connect 108 for 4. Russell came in and picked it up and handed it to him. So so 56 Guyana Amazon Warriors fans, 56% of them are supporting the St. Lucia Kings. So Chase seconds. He looks around the field as Net Trinbago comes back into the attack. There's a short fine leg and then there's a man at forward of square. Then there's a deep mid wicket and a long on. Bolts to Chase, high in the air, down towards the field, a circling off the cover boundary. Sends the return in. That's Casey Carty on the bounce again to Nicholas Puran. 109 for 4 after 15.2. Thank you for the kisses, ladies. We will have to import chicken from Jamaica. Wow. Yeah, man, we'll be happy to send over some chicken. We'll be happy to send over some chickens to Guyana. We will definitely have to send over some chickens. Net Trinbago comes in over the wicket, bowl, slow delivery, cuts and miss by Jones. It goes through to the keeper and there's no run. Both these two play for the United States of America, you know. What a big final it's going to be on Sunday. So we'll have to import chicken from Guyana. 109 for 4. Over the wicket, balls to Jones. Jones get a slower delivery and he slapped it back to the ball and there is no run. How many boys from Jamaica? How many boys from Guyana is playing in the Da Costa Cup and Manning Cup in Jamaica right now? I need to check that. But let's remember Sammy was the coach last year. That was last year though, Marcus Johnson. Remember, you know, this is live sport. This is international sports, and you keep your job in international sports based on performances. Played away down to the field at the edge of the circle at extra cover. They got a singer, 110 for 4 after 15.5. So what happened last year is a cancelled check. What is happening now is live cash. He needs to use it. What happened? Yeah, it's a cancelled check. What happened last year? Now it's live cash. Now it's really what happening. So, you know, now is the time. I agree, Kings look a little battle weary to me, said Banana Brooks. Yes, over the wicket, balls to Chase, hop and over, down towards the cover boundary, gets there 4 runs. I think what happened between Casey Carty and McKinley Clark there, they did not, it's basic, you know. Once again, they never done the basic things. And no person said that I must give out coaching tips, but sometimes I can't help myself because if a youngster is watching, I want them to understand. If you are on the boundary and both of you in a line, so the ball is in the middle and both of you in a line circling the boundary, one of you must come forward and one go behind. And that's what happened. Both of them were in a line. None come forward. None went behind. And so none of them could attack the ball. If one had come forward and one had gone behind, both of them could have attacked the ball. But because both of them were in a line, they just were afraid of colliding with each other and allowed the ball to pass through them as Jones hit this one over deep mid-wicket for 6, 120 for 4. So that man is back into the attack to bowl his third over, 2 for 24. So Brian said, why say they are the best squad? I don't think so. Well, it's okay for you not to think so, but I think so. And, remember, it's my opinion. So it's not fact. I'm expressing my opinion. So it's okay for you to express your opinion. You don't think they are the best squad? I don't have a problem with that. I think they are the best squad. So it's expressing up its opinion. It's opinion, Brian. And everyone is entitled to one. Welcome to the channel. But we smart bit of stumping here by Puran. 121 for 4. Chase could be in a spot of bother. I think he's in though, I think I don't think he lifted his feet, but let's wait on the replay. But I think he's in a spot of bother. So, I'm always going to say my opinion, Brian, as long as I will not be disrespectful, but I will always give my opinion. So that's the nature of this community, Brian. Everyone is entitled to give their opinion as long as they are not being disrespectful. That's what we do here. We express our opinions. All opinions are tolerated. Whether you disagree or not, we respect your opinion. We don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with my opinion. But you should not say we should not express our opinion. We pride ourselves on creating an environment, creating a community where everyone is welcome to express their opinion, whether we agree with it or not. We are not muzzled here, Brian Paul. We are muzzled if we are disrespectful. We block those persons. Sheldon believes that St. Lucia Kings speak too early. Jones sweep this down to deep mid-wicket. It never came out of the screws off the bottom edge, and they go through for a single. It's 123 for 4 after 16.5. 72 needed from 19 deliveries. Oh, this innings flew by, man. 123 for 4. Chase comes into attack. It comes to bat. And he hit this hop on over into the gap down towards the man and the deep cover boundary. That's Monroe who stopped it. Good fielding, sends the return in 125 for 4 at the end of 17. Chase and 12, Jones and 9. 125 for 4 at the end of 17. Sherman, easy, Considering the unrest that happened in Nepal recently, I'm a little surprised that they are going through with this series. Oh, Leroy George, again, this is what I take great pleasure in, as Marcus Johnson said. The series is not being played in Nepal. It's playing at Sharjah. So they are playing in the UAE at Sharjah, at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium in the UAE. They are not going to Nepal, Leroy George. Punching sold out Sunday. I want to contact some persons in Guyana before the final. Like, we want a genuine build up to the finals. I would love to talk to some people. I'm going to link up Crystal Bristol and Winston King and see if I can, get some persons to talk to Sunday morning before the finals and get their views. It's going to be interesting. Patrick said, in sport, they say the better team wins, which I disagree. Kings as the best team this year, but they just fall apart. Well, for me, let me tell you how I see Patrick Lambert. I don't think many persons will disagree with me that India is a better test team than the West Indies. We could say a better cricket team all around. As Ned Tralva comes back into the attack, bowls to Chase, who hit it down to long on for a single, 127 for 4. So, no one expects West Indies to beat India. I think we all agree that India is a better team. However, we want West Indies to win. We want West Indies to win. Then Tralva comes into Jones, who slapped this away down towards the field and the cover boundary. That's McKinley Clark, who allows it to bounce to him, and he collects it on the bounce, 128 for 4. Chase comes into strike now on 13. Jones is on 11, 128 for 4 after 17.3. So we want West Indies to win. But we know India is a better team. Should West Indies beat India, West Indies would have played better than India in that match. Hit away by Chase down towards long on the bounce in the gap between long on and deep mid wicket. They come back for 2, 130 for 4 after 17.4. So India is the better team, but on that day, West Indies played better. In that test match, West Indies play better. So the teams that play better always win. It's not necessarily that the best team or the better team plays to their full potential, because things can happen why the team doesn't play to its full potential. But if they over the wicket, Nick Tralva bowls to Chase, who plays it back down the outside of the pitch, the bowler cannot stop the singer. It's 131 for 4 after 17.5 as a dejected Sammy looks on and David Wees. So if the better team plays to their best, there's no way the weaker team is going to beat them. And that's why the game has to be played, because you don't know if the better team is going to play at their best. The best squad is the one with the most champion players, and that is TKR, said Sheldon Sibbett. Outside the arse stump, slapped down to the edge of the field, at player at cover, and there is no run. Bharat D say, you're a good commentator. We all love you, man. Oh boy, you let me nervous in the boss, Bharat D. I'm telling you the truth, Bharat D. I feel there was a cold chill that run through my spine as you said that. I really appreciate the comment, man, and I humbly accept it, and I try my best. I'll always try my best. Sometimes it doesn't go as smooth as one expect, as one want it to be. But I try my best. I try my best. Thank you for the compliment, boss. I feel very good. It makes me feel good. Bharat Lisa, next time you're in Florida, check me out. I will, man. I will let you know whenever I'm coming to Florida again. So, Randy Beckers, long time I haven't seen you, Randy Beckers. Good to have you here. 18 overs have been completed. 132 for 4. Jones is on strike. Narayan comes in, reverse sweep, struck plumb leg before Joe's gone. Narayan picked up the wicket, 132 for 5. No need to review that. Struck on Migglestump, in front of Migglestump. It hit in the middle of middle, 132 for 5. Jones gone for 12 from 10 deliveries. So he's walking off. So no review, 132 for 5, gone for 12 from 10 deliveries. Leg before wicket to Narayan. And St. Lucia Kings are having their crown taken off their head. So the Knight Riders are removing the crowns from the king's head. When Knight Riders remove the crown from the king's head, what happened? They are defeated. They are buried. Generally, when a Knight Rider removes the crown from the king's head, is that they held up the head and parade it. Randy Beckers is saying that Johnson Charles messed up the innings. wasting power play overs. Hope he never play for West Indies, said Randy Beckers. So Randy Beckers expressing his opinion there. Others may disagree with it, but he is entitled to his opinion. Narayan to Wees swings miss through to the keeper. 132 for 5. Sherman Ellis is saying, Mr. Brown, you and I had a discussion about Walcott 2 days ago. He got a gold medal. I was surprised and happy for him. However, Caribbean has done well so far. 2 things about that, Sherman Ellis. Swing and a miss again, through to the keeper. The first thing is that when I saw Walcott winning that gold medal and he and the young man from Grenada in a battle for the gold, I felt so good that 2 Caribbean personnel could be in a battle for a goal in something like a javelin. Loud appeal, but he struck outside his half stump. 132 for 5 after 18.3. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I'm saying that, boy, I must be one of the greatest motivator in the Caribbean, you know. Because I know that it was psychology at its best when you and I was having that discussion, you know. Do you realize that I was motivating Walcott? You know? It's called reverse psychology, and I was motivating him. And I know that persons who are watching the show would have said to Walcott, you see that boy? Narayan bowls to Wees, and Wees hit it back to Narayan, and he's out, bowl and caught. So he goes for naught, 132 for 6 at the end of over number 19. And the King's heads is being cut off by the Night Riders. And it's been parade at the Guyana Amazon Warriors. It has been parade at the Province Stadium in Georgetown, Guyana. 132 for 6. And I was saying that, you know, somebody from Trinidad sent him a WhatsApp message and he said that boy on the cricket forum always a run off him mouth and I talk about Jamaica give Trinidad too love, and that when you won the goal, Trinidadians were so happy because those things don't happen to them often, that they gave you half of Trinidad. You know, it was reverse psychology, motivating to do it again. So congratulations to Walcott, and I'm very proud of the part that I played in helping him to get that goal. Sherman Ellis, yes, man. Very proud. Yeah, but yes, Sherman Ellis, there's one. Yes, when I saw them battling for that goal, I was saying that if we had up all the medals that comes from the Caribbean, could it be more than what USA got? Would it be more than what Europe got? I was thinking about that, you know. Can somebody do that for me? Add up all the medals from the Caribbean and see where we fall in it. Chase sweep this delivery to fine leg. It's 132 for 7. So Brian is saying, didn't mean it like that. What is it? I don't. Brian, what was that, Brian? Brian, we just. Brian, we just have fun, you know, Brian. Have some fun, Brian, man. We just have fun here, Brian. Have some fun. Have some fun, Brian. I can't recall exactly what, Brian, because we're just having fun, you know, Brian. Just have fun, man. We just relax and have fun, and we talk what we, you know, for the final, we need to drink some beer for the final, don't we? Need to have something for the final. Eh? We need to have something drinking for the final. That will be nice. That will be spicy, don't? That will be spicy if we're having some drinks for the final, don't? We should have some. What we're going to do for the finals. It is my opinion, said Leroy George, that wherever the match is played is practically Nepal. On the cricket forum, we accept all opinions. Yes, we accept all opinions. Yeah. Okay, but how far? So you're saying that you think that Miles down the pitch, hit this high in the air, and it gone for 6. 138 for 7. 138 for 7. That's Miles down the pitch and hit that one high in the air, and it gone for 6. $138 for 7. Wide outside the half stump, the batsman cut and misses. There's a slip in place. As Miles hit this high in the air. Chance, let's see. Caught. Miles goes 138 for 8. The Kings are falling apart. The Kings are falling apart. You know, I was just checking there, Leroy George, because to ensure, but it is 7,500 miles away. You know, that is not near, man. It will take by plane. It's 18 hours away by plane minimum. Depends on the flight path, but it could be up to 24 hours away. So it's not that close, Leroy George. So I understand that sometimes it's what I usually do. But sometimes I just put things into one, and I can understand that you are saying that Pakistan, the UAE, India, Sri Lanka, to me, all of them are just same place. I understand that thought process because those things happen. I do those things to Leroy George when you just group everything together. I understand, but it's actually a good look at distance away. It's a good distance. It's 7,500 miles away, you know. But I understand your point. I told the man today to sell his house and pawn all his property and bet on TKR. But, you know, I'm going to, if you tell me that, Sheldon, I'm going to ask you if you have done it. I'll say, when you do that, then I will do it. So that's what I would ask you, Sheldon. Guyana Amazon TKR, finally, Guyana Amazon Warriors will win, said Gully side. This how TKR is going to have Guyana clueless. So TKR, it's a TKR Guyana Amazon Warriors finals as Trinbago Night Riders won by 56 runs. I think that this is probably the best watch along we have had. There was so much energy. I really enjoyed. I'm telling you, I just think that this is the best watch along that we have had. I really enjoy your company. Please remember to check out the Cricket Forum stores in the video description. We are always updating the store with new things every day. You know, as I said, we try to look for discounted items, bestsellers, trending items, you know, items that men in the Caribbean use, like Spice. When they Old Spice, I get to understand that majority of Caribbean men in the United States and in the Caribbean tend to use Old Spice product. So we have added some Old Spice product to the store, and we do things like those, you know. So we continue to update the stores in the video description. So please click on this the Cricket Forum store in the video description. Support the store. You hear Banana Brook said the delivery was prompt. You heard Kervin Duncan talking about his delivery was prompt too. So, you know, and I thank all of those who have been supporting the store. Big up yourself. I appreciate it. But check out the Cricket Forum stores in the video description. As I said, we are always updating it. Thank you for being here. I really, really enjoy tonight. Tomorrow, Jamaica 50 over Senior Cup cricket competition starts. And as I said that, you know that I should have really invited someone from JCA to come on tonight to give us to tell us about the tournament. Maybe we could do that next week. You know, maybe we could do it Sunday. Somebody from the JCA come on and give us an update. So every Sunday morning, we get an update from the JCA on the tournament that was played this Saturday. I'll try to arrange that and see if somebody want to come on. I will send a WhatsApp message to O'Neill Cruikshank and see how they reply to it. So that would be good for the cricket. During our takedown on a Sunday morning, we probably do that at the start to get our update on what happened in the 50-over tournament the day before, which would have been the Saturday. So the Jamaica 50-over tournament starts tomorrow. Please go out and watch the matches. 12 matches all across the country, 24 teams taking part. And so please go out and watch the matches. I really, really enjoyed tonight. I'm telling you, it was fun. I enjoy your company. I enjoy the interactions. Have a wonderful night. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Bye for now.